Hello everyone, my name is Dana and today I thought it would be nice to go over my CD collection as some sort of a winter update, as one might say. We're mostly going to see pop punk records in here, mainly because, well, it's my favorite genre and still is. I left out a couple of CDs, some that aren't that interesting, for example, some by Dutch artists since I'm Dutch, not that really interesting albums, soundtrack albums such as The Bodyguard or Dirty Dancing, not that interesting. We're mainly going to go over the bands, alternative rock, pop punk, everything, you name it. And we're going to do this in alphabetical order by artist. So yeah, let's get into it. I've never really filmed a YouTube video before, so excuse me for the kind of poor setup, but I'm excited, so let's get into it. To start things off, we have the All-American Rejects, their self-titled record. Then we get to one of my personal favorite bands, which is All Time Low. We have Dirty Work. Then we get to Don't Panic. I also have Don't Panic, it's longer on vinyl, but this is a CD collection only. So for now, just Don't Panic. And we get to Future Hearts, which is actually a really nice copy. It comes with some pictures as well in there, some Polaroids, pretty cool record. Then we get Last Young Renegade, probably a very hated album. I really like it. Then we get to Nothing Personal, my favorite, kind of a slip. We also have their EP, Put Up or Shut Up. Then we get to So Wrong, It's Right. We also have both editions of Straight to DVD, the first one as well as the second one, which also comes with a DVD. And we have Wake Up Sunshine. Then we get to Angels and Airwaves, We Don't Need to Whisper. An album called Always in My Head by the band Apre, very underappreciated, would recommend to everyone. Up next is another one of my favorite bands. We have the Arctic Monkeys with AM, Favorite Worst Nightmare, Humbug, Succudency, Tranquility Base, and my personal favorite of the bunch, which I also have on vinyl, Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. Then another band that I really like, which is As It Is. I've also had the pleasure of seeing them live. We have Never Happy Ever After. We have OK. And obviously The Great Depression. Then we get to the Ataris with So Long Astoria and Blue Skies Broken Hearts, which is a really cool record. Would recommend the song St. Dimas High School Football Rules. It's one of my favorites. Up next is the pop punk queen herself, Avril Lavigne, with her self-titled record Goodbye Lullaby, Let Go, The Best Damn Thing, and once again my personal favorite, Under My Skin. And we get to some of my childhood favorites. I was hesitant to put them in there. 2 records by Big Time Rush, they're self-titled, as well as 24/7. Then we get to The Essential by Billy Joel. Then we get to the ultimate pop punk legends. We have Blink-182, they're self-titled/untitled. We also have Buddha, California, Cheshire Cat, the classic Dude Ranch, must have for pop punk fans, Enemy of the State. Also their greatest hits, very unappreciated Neighborhoods. We have 9, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, as well as their live album, The Mark, Tom and Travis Show. 2 records by Blur, their best of, as well as Park Life. Another classic, The Clash with London Calling. Bon Jovi's Crossroad, and Bon Jovi's Keep the Faith. Some more dad rock with Dire Straits' Alchemy Part 1 and 2, one of my favorite live albums of all time. Then we have Brothers in Arms, my favorite of the bunch, Making Movies, as well as Money for Nothing. Ed Sheeran Multiply, the Wembley edition. 3 Fall Out Boy records, American Beauty, American Psycho, Infinity on High, as well as Save Rock and Roll. Then 3 albums by Good Charlotte, they're self-titled, my personal favorite, Good Morning Revival, and the classic, The Young and the Hopeless. Then we get to a big chunk of Green Day albums. We have Uno and Dos. I'm planning to pick up Trey soon. Then we have 139 Smooth Out Slappy Hours, 21st Century Breakdown, American Idiot, Bullet in a Bible, obviously Dookie, Insomniac, International Super Hits, Kerplunk, Nimrod, Revolution Radio, Shenanigans, Warning, and we also have the single of When I Come Around. I said no soundtrack albums, but I really wanted to show the soundtrack of Hamilton. Then we have Harry Styles, his self-titled. It's too big to fit in my little box for it, but it's still a really great album. Then Jimmy Eat World, their Bleed American album. Chase This Light, Clarity, and Futures. Up next, I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but we have A Little Bit Longer by the Jonas Brothers. Happiness Begins, also a really fun tour. And they're self-titled. Another band very close to my heart, we have The Killers with Battleborn, Day and Age, Direct Hits, Hot Fuzz, one of my favorites, Imploding the Mirage. We have their live album from the live Albert Royal Hall. Sorry. Sam's Down, another one of my favorites. Sawdust, and obviously Wonderful Wonderful. Then Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. A Lesson in Romantics by Mayday Parade. Commit to This Memory by Motion City Soundtrack. Origin of Symmetry by Muse. I can't wait to pick up more records by Muse. 2 albums by pop punk classics MxPx, The Ever Passing Moment, and Panic. Some more recent pop punk legends, we have Neck Deep with All Distortions Are Intentional, Life's Not Out to Get You, and The Pieces in the Panic. Heroes in the pop punk scene, in my opinion, we have Newfound Glory's Hits, we have their self-titled record, and obviously Sticks and Stones. My only rap album here, we have NF with The Search, really great album, would recommend to everyone. Coming back to the Jonas Brothers, we have Nick Jonas, his self-titled album, a bit beaten up copy, but I played it a lot, so I guess that explains it all. And we can't have Blur without Oasis. We have What's the Story, Morning Glory. We have Be Here Now, Definitely Maybe, and my personal favorite, Don't Believe the Truth. Part of the Queue is one of my favorite songs, would recommend. 2 records by the Offspring, Conspiracy of One and Smash. A more recent album, Olivia Rodrigo with Sour, really great album. Then 3 albums by Paramore, Brand New Eyes, they're self-titled, and Riot. Then another one that means a lot to me, R5 with Sometime Last Night. I also have a couple of Austin and Ellie CDs, but we're not going to go over that today. The EP, Strange Love by Simple Creatures with Mark Hoppus from Blink-182, as well as Alex Guestcard from All Time Low. Then another pop punk classic, we have Simple Plan with no pads, no helmets, just balls, and still not getting any. Then some of my currently most played, we have Something Corporate, Leaving Through the Window, and North. An acoustic EP by The Starting Line called Make Yourself at Home. Then 3 albums by the lovely Stage Jams, the deluxe version of Around the World and Back. We have Living Proof and The Finer Things. They were actually the first band I ever met in real life, so big shout out to them for being such incredibly nice guys. Then we have 2 albums by The Story so far. They're self-titled and From Under Soil and Dirt. I can't wait to pick up more by The Story so far, because so far I've been very much in love with their sound. Then we have Sugarcult with Palm Trees and Power Lines. Then we have 3 albums by one of my first loves when it comes to music. We have Sum 41 with All Killer No Filler, The Legendary Chuck, and Screaming Bloody Murder. I used to own a copy of Does This Look Infected as well, but sadly I don't own it anymore. Then we get to my favorite band of all time, which is 21 Pilots with Blurryface, their most recent, Skilled and Icy, Trench, and my personal favorite record of all time, which is Vessel. I also have a fake version of their self-titled and regional at best, but since they are not actual original copies, I decided not to include them in this showdown. Then, extremely underrated, On Origami by Final Theater. I would recommend this album to everyone. I think you'll like it. And I wish they would include to bring out Star Cruiser on CD as well, because I really want to have a physical copy of that album as well. Then we get to Weezer. We have their Blue album, which is legendary in my opinion, as well as Fan Weezer. I also can't wait to get more into Weezer and to explore their music a bit more. Almost at the end, we get to Yellowcard with Lights and Sounds, the classic Ocean Avenue, and Paper Walls. To end this amazing adventure off with you guys, we have Yungblud with 21st Century Liability, his EP, Hope for the Underrated Youth. And we also have Weird, which is a really cool version of it. It also comes with some stickers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you have any recommendations for albums based on my collection so far, be sure to leave them in the comments. I would love to read them. And please also comment your favorite records of all time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.